Good evening. I learnt the very sad news today that Richard Shea has passed. The poem, Richard Shea. The epigraph, The Dying Season. A line from one of Mervyn Taylor's poems. Where shall I begin? At the beginning, which for us was 1988 at Prudential Beige. Richard and John were tax lawyers, and I a new recruit editing the marketing newsletter. And we had as work pal and dear friend Carol, a recent grad from the MFA in theatre at NYU. The names are important with a diary, and they're written in verses, which is my calling. But oh, for the plain, dull thud of prose, some manageable sound, even if vaguely unpleasant. I write numbed, shocked. How could our dear friend with whom we skipped along village streets synchronized, Carol, Richard and I, how could one leg of the triangle just vanish without warning? I don't know the circumstances. The death happened weeks ago, and I never saw the message on Facebook, sent to spam until now, that came from his former wife. I'm trying to reach the children, Danai, Orion. I'm calling Carol. I will talk with Madeline. I will look for John. What else to do now but wait for more news, to fill in the puzzle of the passing? I don't know why that is important, why we must perform the post-mortem in our heads and pay homage at our domestic shrines before we can look ahead to the lives we are still charged with leading. Naji, I would call him. We debated about Afghanistan in the old days when Najibullah was in charge and before his head was staked to the square. Tyrants are committing murder again, this time in Ukraine. And I miss the chat with Richard about causes and where this will end. He must have seen the first reports of the invasion, judging by the date of his death. It is irrelevant, I suppose, the day one dies. But just like birth, there is magic to that date, and all the dates we honor in this life. So now, on this April 19th, 2022, I write to you, Richard, your soul free, and I write to all our friends and family walking still ahead in this brief day. Let us remember our Richard. Let us keep him close in heart and head, and never forget his music, his murals, and the art of his friendship. Thank you very much. Richard Shea, in memoriam. Your host, Indran Amirthanayagam.